talking about the patient story. This is about a lady called Stacey, who was talking about the whole mental nutrition service, and how it had, I suppose, really given her a new lease of life and helped her to get on with her daily living. Do you want to add anything to that, Mark?
No, I don't think so. No, she's a lady who's got cerebral palsy, and I think that, like a lot of people with disability, it appears that there had been an assumption that all of her problems related to her disability. But I think one of the take-home messages from this is that people with disability get other problems as well, so that we shouldn't be blinded to the fact that they may have other issues that need to be dealt with over and above their disabilities.
The Home Enteral and Nutrition Service started in October 2017 to support patients in the community who have a feeding tube in place. Previously, these patients only had support from the dietitians in Blackpool Victoria Hospital by routine telephone calls. There are currently 100 patients accessing this temporary service, with more expected to be added from paediatrics in the near future. Today we will hear about the difference they are making to patients like Stacey.
My name is Stacey Finnegan, and I've been a patient with the gastro team for about 16 years. Because I'm a wheelchair user, and because I've got CP, and because I'm not able to walk, then my bowel doesn't react in the same way as everyone else. So I was on medication for about the last 5 years to stop me from having symptoms. For me, I knew that the symptoms were still happening if I didn't have the medication, so I was totally dependent on the medication. But I think because I'm a disabled person, people just think that that's the answer, and it wasn't, which was a big shock. First, she asked me about my diet and stuff, and we put extra supplements in it first to help me gain weight, but we soon realised after a while that the issue wasn't the supplements, because I was still being ill with the supplements in place. We realised that that wasn't the issue, so George then said, hang on a minute, I think we got other issues, which is then when the fog mapping come into play. And George was really good at explaining what the problems were, what I needed to cut out, and what would hopefully happen. So that was really good, because no one ever told me. Well, I wouldn't have thought it would have been the food I was putting inside me, because the doctors didn't mention that. And I think people should have people like George's service in their life, because it will make a big difference, because it has changed my life for the stress, and it just helped me build up my confidence. And I think without this project, I would have just been left I was before.
I'm Georgina Dalton. I'm a home enteral feeding specialist dietitian working in the nutrition and dietetic department in Blackpool Teaching Hospitals Trust. My home enteral feeding specialist role started in October of 2017 and it was a 6-month temporary post, initially placed due to concerns around risks for patients who were tube fed in the community or have a feeding tube in place, and had at the time no support at all from anyone specialist. Stacey wanted to gain weight, and at the time Stacey wasn't using the feeding tube, so I was looking more at Stacey as a person, what were her issues and what were we wanting to gain and achieve in the long term. It may not necessarily always be what we as healthcare professionals may feel is the right thing to do, and it may well seem sometimes decisions that the person makes may well not always appear to us to be the right thing, but it's about listening to what's your day like. Beyond my hour maybe that I spend with somebody, that person's living this 365 days a year, and for me the time I spend with them, it's important that their 365 days are better. If I can help to manage to help that, then I've done my job.
The winter plan. This year we've put an awful lot of new things in place, including Help Us Help Your Self campaign, I should say. Help Us Help You campaign, which is about trying to encourage people to look at themselves during the winter, to have flu vaccinations, to get care in the right place. We've also done an awful lot of work of opening new facilities, changing the way we work. We're hoping during winter this time that would make a major difference to us, but we do really discuss that again with the team to look at how we can actually address that. So do you want to add anything else on winter?
We'll probably just cover stuff from there.
Okay. And then flu vaccinations. Can we please encourage everyone, all our staff, to have a flu vaccination? We want to, last year we got 75%, and we want to improve on that this year. Up to now we've got 60%. There's a lot of cons around about where you can get vaccinations, where you can actually pick up the vaccine. Please everyone, when you try and get that vaccination, because we did have quite a number of staff last year who were off sick with flu, so please, wherever we can, encourage everyone, encourage all your staff to get the flu vaccination.
If anyone's struggling with peer vaccinations and you need occupational health to support, just let me know and I'll make sure that we get more staff out.
That'd be good for the community clinics because we haven't got many vaccinations.
Okay. So I'm just being told over my shoulder that East Lancs have already got to 75% and so have more conveyed. So that's a challenge for everyone. We need at least another 1,000 staff vaccinated to get to that 75%. So please, will everyone encourage everyone to get the vaccine. So, okay. And then let's just talk about some of the other things. Celebrations. We've had a few celebrations over the last few weeks. We're now celebrating Success Awards, which were a great success at the Winter Gardens. So congratulations to all our winners, runners-up and all the people who were nominated for those awards. We've had the remembrance services across the Trust and the major remembrance monument in the main entrance, which got an awful lot of good publicity and a lot of good positive reports. And then we did the non-service awards in the last few weeks, so everyone we've done 20, 30 and 40 years service certificates. So again, congratulations to everybody who's been involved with all those events, and they've all been a great success over the last few weeks. Pay dates, the most important thing for everyone. Pay dates are now been announced for the remainder of the year, and I know communication has gone out to everyone with the dates on. Mandatory training, can we please encourage everyone to get the mandatory training if they haven't done it. All staff need to have mandatory training, and it's certainly one of the key things that is looked at by the CQC. Staff survey closes this Friday, the 7th of December. So please, if you haven't taken part in that, can you please take part? We've only got about 30% uptake rate at the moment, so we do want to up that. So again, if you're not taking part, can we encourage people to do the staff survey? Finance, Keith or Tim, do you want to do the finance? Keith?
Well, it's not good on the finances, it's not good on the income and expenditure, it's certainly not good on the cash. First of all, we hit a real problem at month 7 on the I&E performance, and it's across all sort of areas. It's income, we're down on income, on PBR, we're not doing what we plan to do, and we've still got to catch up on the some of the elective activity areas, but we're also down on non-elective, on actual income. Overall on the pay, we're overspent on pay, on substantive and agency, so it's a bit of a double hit there. And on non-pay, we're just sort of slightly over. Some of that's around drug costs. We're seeing some increases on drugs. So overall, it's almost like a perfect storm. What that is doing is impacting dramatically on our cash position, and along with the sort of £2.5 million worth of mitigations we've used, which aren't cash based, so they're things we do in finance to try and improve the position. They don't give us any more cash. It's meant that we've got a real tight cash position, and we're quite behind plan on the cash as well. So it's going to be a very challenging December. Don't worry, we'll make sure people got paid, but can you please not put too much pressure? Can you send a message to your teams about the accounts payable team, not that just be bearing with them. If there's any suppliers that are really sort of kicking off, I'm I'm speaking to them, or Tim or Paul Cundy in the finance team, to try and sort of reassure them and things. But it did get quite tight in November. It's going to be tight in December as well. It's the I&E performance is having a dramatic effect, as I said, on the cash, and we are going to have to apply to NHSI for what's called distress financing. We're hoping we can do that until sort of receipts until February, so we're hoping we can get through working with the CCGs until then, but it is extremely tight. There's no more things we can do in finance to do all the stuff we've done in the previous 3 years. It's run out, so it's down now to reducing spend and increasing income where we can do. It's as plain as that, really.
I think the other thing we're going to have to look at is proposed capital spend between now and the end of the year, just to really sort of work out whether that's all necessary, whether any of it can be deferred into next year. Principally, as Keith says, because of the cash position, we need to, wherever possible, defer expenditure.
Thanks, Tim. So, a few more positive stories. Going the extra mile. We've had a pilot around going the extra mile, where we actually recognise colleagues who go beyond what they should be doing, just doing their job. So we are now extending that. So again, please, if you see anyone doing that or going that extra mile, please nominate them for the going the extra mile award. Monkeypox praise, as everyone's aware, we did have an instance of monkeypox here in the trust a few months ago. And we've now had a letter from David Sally Davis, the Chief Medical Officer, to pass on the thanks for the highly professional manner in which that was handled. So a big thank you to everyone, because that was, again, a tough time for our staff, so thank you for that. Fleetwood Hospital. The last to Fleetwood Hospital, we've now sold Fleetwood Hospital to a group called the Fleetwood Trust, who are now developing Fleetwood, and we're working in conjunction with them. We will be continuing to provide services there, but there'll be an awful lot of positive things happening in Fleetwood over the next few months, and it's actually linked to the Prince's Trust Awards. So that's a really good news story for us and for Fleetwood. And finally, give a gift. It's Christmas, our charity, Blue Skies, are actually looking to give a present to every one of our patients on Christmas Day. So again, we're looking for gifts for that. So they're going to the Blue Skies office. We're on the Victoria side. So that's everything. But the one thing we've not got on there, to wish all our staff a Merry Christmas. So we do need to include that on, because I think this is the last 2 weeks before Christmas. So we do need to put Merry Christmas on there. A big thank you to all our staff for everything we've done over the last year in 2018. Who's going to say? Have we got something else here?
No, well, it's just to say, mention that we held the divisional planning days last week, over 2 days. I think we had over 30 in total clinical teams and specialties come and present to the whole organisation, outlining the vision and aspiration for their service, how they want to take them forward over the next few years. Personally, I thought it was a fantastic 2 days. We heard some really, really good stuff coming forward, some really fantastic ideas. Some of those things we'll be able to get on and deal with ourselves. They're entirely within our gift, and we'll be looking to do those things as quickly as possible. Other things will take a bit longer because, for example, they might involve some significant capital investment, and we'll need to produce full business cases to support those. But lots of really good ideas. What we're going to do is to try and summarise all of that into something that's a bit more digestible rather than all the slides that went out, and we'll send that out shortly. But it's 2 really good days, and thank you to everybody who took part in it.
Can I ask, is there anything else that anyone thinks should be included on T-Brief that's not? Because that's part of the purpose now, the way we're going to do it. Is there anything missing? No?